All right, y'all. Okay, I did it again. I started cooking something and then I was like, oh, shucks, this would have been a nice, quick little something to share with y'all. So anyway, I'm going to share with y'all where I'm at to the point that I'm at now, but I have to warn you that I've already started. So I'm going to try to give you a background on what I already did. So sorry about that. Just a habit of just cooking without having to pull this phone out. All right. Today's menu is going to be, well, I already have it in the oven. I have some turkey necks and some turkey wings in the oven already. So I can't show you that, but I can show you what's remaining from my stuffed potato, stuffed potato, homemade stuffed potato, and I'll show you what I'm doing with that. All right. Okay, so what I already did, I washed some potatoes. These are actual real potatoes, y'all. Yes, and I cut the insides out. I just used the butter knife and just scooped it out in circles and scoop it out until I get a nice circle, and then I seasoned it with my special A La Arvy seasoning, y'all. And right now in here, I just have some olive oil, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of seasoning, and a little bit of water on the base of my pan. And then in here, I have, you know, those scoops. I told you I was scooping them out. This is the potatoes that I scooped out, and I have chopped up some broccoli. I have some green peppers, some red pepper, some onions, some basil, you know, whatever herbs you like. And of course, A La Arvy seasoning. Now to this, I'm going to add some shredded cheese, and then I'll show you what's next. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned that I also have parsley and cilantro in here, but anyway, a lot of herbs. So all depends on what you like to taste, huh? Besides the potatoes and the broccoli and my different herbs and peppers and stuff. Okay, so put what you want. Then when you add, and then season it. And then you add the shredded cheese, and then you mix it all up. I'll show you what's next. You should be able to see that the cheese should definitely be well mixed in there. And of course, we're going to put a little bit on the top anyway, but just make sure that the cheese is well mixed in. I went ahead and I put the shells in the pan, and I'm going to go ahead and stuff them one by one, and then I'll show you what that looks like. And I'm using a spoon to scoop it up and to stuff them, okay? You want to make sure that it's full. One thing I did not mention is these are raw potatoes. So you cut the insides out with them raw. These are not pre-cooked, okay? So it might require a little bit of arm strength, but you cut these out with them raw. And that's why I used that's why I use a butter knife to do that, so that I don't harm myself. And so anyway, you pack it up, make sure it's full, make sure it's, you know, you pat it down, it's deep on the inside, okay? And then you just put it back in place. And then you go through and do the rest of them, all right? All right, so this is what it looks like all stuffed and in the pan. And now because I'm using a pan that's bigger than what I have in there, I'm going to just put something on this corner so that they don't shift when I put it in the oven. Just put a little bit of foil there just to kind of keep it in place there. This would be a good space if you had any leftover meat or anything from your other pans and you just had one or two extra. This would be a good space to put something like that. But I'm just going to leave it open and empty right now just to keep, you know, I'm just trying to keep the stuff not to be shifting but so much. Alrighty, now it's time to go into the oven, and you're going to bake it in the oven at 350 for 1 hour, and about, I don't know, about 20 minutes or about maybe 30 minutes into the baking, I'm going to check it, make sure it's looking good, and then I'm going to actually add cheese to the top of all of these. All right, didn't mention that, but just in case you did not know, it has to be covered with foil, by the way, before you put it in the oven, okay? And as you can see, I have a lot of inside left over, so I'm going to just put that in a Ziploc bag, probably put it in the freezer, and maybe I'll save it for another dish. All right, so now the potato is fully cooked. Now it's time to put some cheese on the top of it, and then take it through the last. And by the way, I didn't take it out in 30 minutes. I took it out in actually, I checked it in actually 45 minutes, not 30. So check it out in 45 minutes. And because when I took it out at 30, the potatoes were not yet cooked. So I did 45 minutes and the potatoes are cooked. So now it's time to put the cheese on the top of all of these and then put it back in the oven. Okay, so now added cheese on the top. I'm going to put it in the oven, and this time I will not be covering with foil. I'll just be putting it in by itself. All right. And there we go, folks. This is the finished product. And I don't know if I told you why I keep moisture in the bottom, just to keep, you know, the potato moist and nice so that when you eat it, it's just yummy, moist, and it's potatoes, you know? You don't want no dry stuffed potato. So that's why I do this, by the way, in case I didn't mention it before. All right, and there we have it, folks. Thank you for joining me again on another one of my episodes of Cooking with A La Arvy. And today's dish, I'm going to call it, let's see, I'm going to call it I'm going to call it herbal broccoli stuffed potatoes. That's it. Herbal broccoli stuffed potatoes. All right, take care until the next time. Bye.